Time on the water is sacred. It's why you're here, to gain confidence in your abilities and unlock the world of water for yourself, your family, and your friends. I'm Adam.
And I'm Mayumi. Together we're going to walk you through the basics of boating so you can experience the joy and freedom of being out on the water and go boldly into each adventure that comes your way.
Between VHF radios, GPS chart plotters, sonar fish finders, and satellite communicators, it's astounding what we're able to have on boats today. These devices open up a wide range of possibilities and provide peace of mind.
Once you leave the dock, cell service may become spotty or non-existent. Most communication on coastal waters takes place on the VHF, or very high-frequency radio.
These allow you to communicate instantly with other boats in the area, with marinas and bridges, and with the United States Coast Guard.
Down the road, it may pay dividends to keep a spare handheld VHF radio tucked away on board in a waterproof case.
The VHF is also where you'll tune into weather reports broadcasted 24 hours a day.
When not in use, keep the VHF tuned to channel 16. This is where warnings, emergencies, and distress calls will be announced.
To communicate, press the transmission button to speak and let go to hear the response, much like you would with a walkie-talkie. While there isn't specific lingo, there is a protocol to use when making contact.
Start by saying the name of who you're contacting 3 times, followed by the name of your boat. Then say over. They will respond in the same pattern and may request you to move to another channel to proceed with communication.
To call a marina or a similar establishment, use channel 9. To report an emergency or contact the U.S. Coast Guard, use channel 16.
To communicate with other non-commercial vessels, use channels 68, 69, 71, 72, or 78. If you're heading offshore with another boat, establish which channel you will use to make contact before you depart.
Another device that's become too useful to do without is the chart plotter. Using GPS or the global positioning system, chart plotters show your boat's position on various charts and maps.
Your coordinates will continually update via satellites while underway, providing you speed and directional information in almost real time.
Most chart plotters are able to save routes you've taken in the past, mark areas you want to avoid, and save good fishing spots you found. If you're heading home after dark or a fog bank rolls in, you can follow the exact paths you've taken before.
For a safety backup to your chart plotter, consider keeping a spare GPS stowed away in a watertight case.
To see what's going on beneath the surface, you have fish finders. This sonar technology records depth, can take temperature readings at the surface, and it's how you see what's swimming around in the water column beneath your boat.
The transducer, which is either within or attached to your hull, emits sound waves that travel to the bottom and bounce back to the transducer. This paints a picture of the solid objects the sound waves encounter in the water column.
Most sonar fish finders yield more defined images when you're moving between 3 and 6 miles per hour.
The last 2 electronic devices to recommend here are a satellite communicator and an EPIRB. If you're heading offshore and leaving sight of land, or you're exploring somewhere more remote, there may not be cell service, and you should consider both of these safety precautions mandatory.
Keep your satellite communicator waterproofed and tucked away with an extra battery somewhere on board. On the off chance no one is in range to pick up your VHF calls, or if your radio malfunctions, you'll be glad to have this tool on hand.
An EPIRB, or an emergency position indicating radio beacon, transmits a distress signal with your exact location to satellites orbiting Earth. When it's activated, this signal is passed along to emergency response teams. In worst-case scenarios, this is the device to have.
With the array of technologies and the vast number of choices among them, don't let yourself get bogged down. Choose what suits you and your needs and what prepares you to safely accomplish what you set out to do.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Saltwater Boating Basics presented by Mercury Marine.